What is going on YouTube? It's your boy Sigma here, bringing you another gameplay commentary for the Wii U on Black Ops 2. And today I am bringing you the conclusion of my little, which game is the best game? I don't even know what kind of title I should put on these. Maybe I'll say, what's hot, what's not. Hoo hoo hoo. That triple grenade for the spawn kill thing. The gameplay you see before you guys is 105 to 6, I think, is what it is. 106 to 5, something like that. Some 100 plus. It is a ground war game. It's one of two. I can't remember if I put the other one up already. I don't think I have. I think I still have that one saved because I'm pretty sure both of them are with the FAL. I don't remember if I get my awesome, cool chain kill thing in this game. I don't think I do in this game. I think it was the one prior or after this because I played raid twice in a row and went ham one time, went semi-ham the second, but I did get chain kill one of them, but I can't remember which one it is. And ground war is just too easy to get. It's too easy to get gameplays on, guys. It's not entertaining for me to watch gameplays from ground war. It's just like it's just so easy to hear streaks. I'm already over 3/4 of the way to a VSAT in what, like a minute of the game starting, just because I got lucky with the triple, got some good aim, you know, things like that. It's just like ground war. Ground war. Nonetheless, let's get into the finishing conclusion of this video. The last one, I was a little lackadaisical, but hey, that fit the video perfectly, honestly. Just, I don't know what was going on in that game. The Moab was pretty insane. I mean, a 1-bar Moab with all that frame rate issues was just, that was pretty beast. Especially with the sniper, too. But nonetheless, the overall rating I would have given Model Warfare 3 was a 6 and 2/3, just like Model Warfare 2, so those two tie for the same score. That really, yeah, I think I got all out of my system, all the stuff I had with that game, really, in the last one. If there's anything you guys think I missed that was notable about the game, just let me know. I mean, if any of the videos I've missed anything that you think is noticeable, let me know, and I'll revisit any of these topics in a later video if I need to, but I think I've kind of explained my positioning on these games. Let us get right into Black Ops Numero Dos scores. Now, to recap once again, I do map quality, map level design, weapon balancing, and enjoyability. And let's start off with maps on Black Ops 2. Black Ops 2, I have a kind of love-hate relationship with some of the maps in it, but overall, 8 out of 10 is probably a good score, maybe a 7. But at the end of the day, it doesn't really change too much. The maps aren't fantastic, but that's overall. It's just like Black Ops 1's quarries I had. It's the same exact reasoning, really. It's that there's so many good maps, but there's just those few really awful maps that just really take away, and you just can't give a higher score than an 8. You can't say Drone's a good map. You can't say Turbine's a good map. You can't say Aftermath is a good map. Get rid of those maps, this thing would go up to a 9 or 10 easily, because this map right here, you're watching Raid, it's one of the best in the game, if not the best. Standoff is probably its only competition in my opinion. Slums is pretty amazing too, but nothing will beat Black Ops 1's Firing Range, Nuketown, those maps those are just, you can't duplicate those, and unfortunately we're not getting them on the Wii, but you know what? Haters gonna hate, right? Let's move on to the next thing, weapon balance. This is where you guys are gonna get on my case, but hear me out. I give a 9 out of 10 on weapon balance. I maybe should give it an 8. It wouldn't get anything worse than that. They have done a very fantastic job at Treyarch balancing weapons as this game's lifestyle has gone out. You know, if somebody complains about a gun being too strong, they generally nerf it the next week or so. Or, you know, in the case of the AN-94, nerf it months later. But overall, they've been balancing. Like, if it was a week 1 comparison, which I'm not doing week 1, I'm doing like almost all the way down life cycle kind of comparison, because you have to do comparisons on equal footing. But you know, week 1 I would say, you know, 7, because the FAL's like fire, just way too strong at the beginning of the game's life cycle. They've nerfed it quite a bit since then, which is nice, and that really balances it out. The SMGs were way too strong. I mean, they're still too strong, but the PDW, in my opinion, is garbage now. The MSMC is still as good as ever. It's, at least it feels like SMGs can't beat ARs anymore at range, which has been a problem in Call of Duty games since Call of Duty 4, but ARs were always the most popular until Black Ops 2, really, where they became, you know, the #1 thing. But they've done really good balancing. You're doing silencers less overpowered with SMGs because, you know, Treyarch seems to listen when it comes to weapon balancing and try to make those efforts. They really failed miserably in Black Ops 1 and didn't even try in World War to nerf the MP40. But at the same time, at the end of the day, the weapons are pretty overall balanced, supportive, and look at that nice first round score. That's pretty amazing. But the weapons are pretty balanced in this game, so I give it a 9. The last thing I want to talk about with weapons, of course, the snipers. I like to talk about the snipers, and the snipers in this game, man, they frustrate me to no end. It's this game in particular. It's not like it's any other COD really doesn't bother me if I get sniped. Even the quick scoping ones, Modern Warfare 3, Modern Warfare 2. Maybe it's because I did snipe in Modern Warfare 3 majority of my time playing. Black Ops 1, I sniped majority of my time playing. But at the same time, sniping was good in those games, and I can't believe I forgot about this on Black Ops 1. Black Ops 1 sniping on Wii was amazing. On other consoles, it was terrible. It was just so nerfed, it was not worthwhile to do, and just feel like hit detection wasn't there. But I digress. Back to Black Ops 2. Sniping in this game is just like, you seem to lose gunfights to snipers if they have any bit of competence to press that left aim down slice button. You know, if you press that, it seems like aim assist is like, hey, you want to kill somebody? Okay, you should not be able to barrel stuff people with sniper rifles. It just doesn't make sense at all. At all. And I don't even know if I get a nuclear this game. I don't think I do. I maybe do. I don't know. But hopefully this gameplay is a pretty good finale to this whole what's hot, what's not kind of jigget. Nonetheless, Black Ops 2 weapons overall pretty balanced. The pistols people complain about are pretty bad, but yeah, you know what? Haters gonna hate. Pistols, in my opinion, in Call of Duty games really should only be secondaries. It's like people didn't pull out the deagle and use that first in COD 4. They used it as a last resort. I wish the pistols would go back to that way, where it was more so you used it when you needed to get out of a situation. You didn't pull it out to begin with, because pistols are pistols should not be good. In most FPS, pistols are terrible. Occasionally you get that pistol that's really good, but I mean, like if you're using a Desert Eagle, that should be good. You know, it has a high damage profile in real life, so if you're gonna make a game and emulate that damage profile, it should be pretty decent. But at the end of the day, primary guns are what should be a majority of the fighting. I mean, they're called primaries, not secondaries, so they should be used most of the time. And yeah, 25 kill streak, I don't get the nuke, I don't think, even though it's 25, because I suck at life. Nonetheless, let's get to the last thing, enjoyability. So we'll go and we'll say, give this bad boy a 9 out of 10. Black Ops 2 is my most played Call of Duty hands down. That should say something about how enjoyable this game is. I won't give it a 10 because of the frustrating things. It does make me rage, unlike older games that don't really do that too much to me anymore. But at the end of the day, I'll still go and play this game. I'll probably play this game until its life cycle's up, and even afterwards, probably if Ghost sucks, to be honest. But Black Ops 2 is a very fun game overall, and I don't understand where all the hate comes from. Maybe it's the camera angle. That's probably the worst thing about this game, and that's probably why I'll give it a 9 on the enjoyability, besides other bullshit like snipers. People complain about shotguns, but at the end of the day, shotguns are not as bad as they were in previous games. Nobody complained about Modern Warfare 2 shotguns, at least not to my knowledge, and yet they were way better than they are in Black Ops 2. It's just people see, it's weird. It's people complain about the more used things, but the way the shotguns were structured in Modern Warfare 2 made it so you didn't really complain too much, even though they were really good. But nonetheless, overall, this game, I'd give it a 8.6. You know, 8 and 2/3, maybe, those compound fractions. It's not the best game in the series, in my opinion, but it's one of the best, if not, it's right up there. You know, it's right up there, and I think this game is probably the best game to date in terms of like I don't know, it just seems like overall this game is the best game in the last 3 or 4 years, even though Black Ops 1 was pretty amazing. But Black Ops 2, I think, is pretty good, and you know, you guys might not agree with me, but that's fine. Opinions are opinions. If you like, leave a like. If your favorite, make it your favorite. If you're crazy enough to share, hit that share button, and peace out till next time.